Seekins. Is this what the Seekins mean?
Hello. I don't know exactly who I'm supposed to be talking to. It's just me. I'm not playing with anyone currently. It's like 1-ish something in the morning. I couldn't get my brain to stop ticking, so I'm here. The whole point of this channel was more for documentation purposes rather than having any sort of fan base. So I'm not entirely sure who I'm talking to. I just noticed that this is on Endless and not on Waves. Whoops. I'll probably play until like wave 15. I don't exactly want to play until I die, because that can take a while. Who knows, maybe I'll die in like 10 seconds. Anyways, back to the whole channel bit, I suppose. So yeah, this wasn't supposed to be have any sort of audience, so it's this video, I suppose, is more like writing in a diary or like a journal rather than any sort of content made for the masses, which is kind of interesting. Interesting enough to try out anyhow. I might not even post this. Depends on how cringy I think it is. But yeah, so I suppose I'll just start rambling, I guess. I don't know how YouTubers do it. This feels awkward. I remember when I first started playing this game, I started playing in 2018. I saw some YouTube videos of it when it first came out, but I only started playing in around 2018. And I strictly remember I was playing on this map and I was playing SWAT, and so I thought that was a fitting little thing to do if I was going to play a solo episode. I keep calling them episodes when they don't come out in any certain order nor any certain regularity. They don't have a narrative or anything like that, so I think just calling them videos is probably more in order, I guess. But yeah, I've been playing this game since 2018, and I know a lot of my friends played the first game before I had even played this game, but I like to think that I introduced it to a lot of them. At least brought it back into, you know, popularity. It's a really fun game. You don't really have to think about it too much. I am definitely not great at it. I watch videos all the time of people who just play on the hardest difficulty, and it's totally easy to them on the Hell on Earth. And Hell on Earth is extremely difficult for me, as it should be. Hell on Earth is, like, I remember the only way I could beat Hell on Earth was if I was playing alone, and if I was playing Berserker before it got nerfed into the ground. I'm sure Berserker is very good, the skill to play him, but as I've said, I don't think I'm really that great at this game. I still die on Suicidal with decent frequency, especially if there's more people. I think the difficulty scaling and the lack of ability to cover all angles just kind of makes it hard with 2 people. I find with 3 people it's a lot easier. You can cover more angles and you can really hold up somewhere. The name of the game for 1 person is definitely just running around. You don't have to worry about that was bad. More Zed spawning or another, you know, you don't have to worry about making sure your buddy isn't getting his neck torn out by a crawler or something. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this game. I've had a lot of fun out of it, and spent a lot of money on DLC weapons, but I think it's all been worth it. The fun that I've had with my friends and just the sheer fun of playing this game has been well worth it.
Sometimes I wish I was a gift.
I'm really glad I got it. The Tommy gun is objectively better, but I just like the MP5. I really don't think that this is gonna happen too often, because this is really awkward. Like, I'm running out of things to say. What am I supposed to do? Just go quiet after talking for like 5 minutes straight? I don't know. I suppose I could talk about my day or how my life is going or my problems and stuff, but I feel like that stuff going on the internet for eternity. It's a scary thing to do, even if I have, like, no one's listening really. The only people who probably watch this episode are the guys that I play this game with, and they'll probably be more mad at me than anything for A, playing by myself, B, being up when I should probably get to sleep. I have work tomorrow. Granted, I have a night shift, but wait. Ow. Also, I think, I don't know if we have any other videos on this channel where it's just one person. I think I have a couple of videos, and by a couple I mean a couple of videos of the same game, of me playing War Thunder. But I don't think any of the other guys have done anything. So this will be strange in a lot of ways, I guess. I wonder if I'm talking too quietly. Like I said, it's pretty late at night, and it's different when you're talking to yourself and you're not talking to someone who's on the other side of the mic. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose we'll find out. Let's fuck around and find out. I'm really glad that that phrase came into existence. Because it's really been at the front of my mind since it gained popularity. I don't know, the way that major life events have gone for me, I've really steered away from trying to plan out every single detail. And so it's kind of comforting to just shrug and say, we'll see, and then just work with what you get. I don't like matriarch, especially not by myself. Okay, I think I can. Yeah, the commentary is gonna die down now that I actually have to kind of focus on what I'm doing. Ow. Okay, well, it's level 5. If I die here, I'd be very embarrassed, and I would not upload this at all. It's gonna be another one of those videos of Brian sweeping my Pokemon team with a single hypno. Oh. God. GG, Nori. Haha. Lol.
Where did you go?
Wait. Level 21. Wow. I can drink now. I find it strange. I think I am willing to allow the whole internet to know that I am in fact 21. My birthday is coming up soon. But I do find myself calling myself 22 a lot. Even before my birthday started coming up, I was just like, yeah, I'm 22. Sometimes you just feel a different age, I guess. But it's not like I'm like old and I am forgetting how many years have passed. I think I'm not even that forgetful of a person. Maybe short term, but I don't know. feel like my memory is a little weird, a little wonky. Sometimes I forget what someone just said to me, but other times I remember a conversation I had with my father like 6 years ago about the most mundane things. I'm kind of scared that I might enjoy this sort of media. I don't know, this sort of medium of expressing myself, I guess. That's the best way I can think to put it. Sometimes words escape me, and I have no idea how to describe things. And so it comes off as hoity-toity because I'm using like weird words for it, when in actuality I can't think of anything to say. And so the only words that pop into my head are this medium of expressing myself instead of, this is an interesting way of saying how I feel about things. But yeah, I'm scared that I'll actually start liking this. Because I did not know that the bosses still stayed up. Back on track, Gabe. Anyway, because if I treat this like a sort of therapy, I do not want my therapy to be public knowledge. Even if no one's listening, at least with a journal I can keep it right by my bedside, and I know to a certain extent no one's reading it, especially if I write it in code. And so if I get comfortable doing this, then I might say things that affect the people around me, which I guess in and of itself might be a problem. The fact that I'm that scared of opening up. I don't know. See, this is already becoming a therapy session. God damn it. Why do I always do that, huh? Okay, whatever. It's only like 5 of them left. So Libby, am I right? Hey! Ooh. I can't remember if I just didn't kill you, or if you were like a brother. There you are. Oh, it's an MP5. The switch chainsaw was out of gas. Your mom's out of gas. Got him.
I wish this still made me ill.
I have a weird thing about traveling. I don't know. I think this isn't even a hot take. I enjoy traveling in the moment. Actually being out there and walking around is fun, and coming back home, it's nice to look back on the travels, and be like, yeah, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? But right before traveling, and to an extent during traveling, is extremely stressful for me. I really don't like planning it out, and then because I don't like planning it out, I tend to wing most of my travels, and then so I get there and I have nothing planned or lined up, and so then I end up doing less than I could have if I had sitting down and taken the time to plan everything out. And then I feel bad about not doing anything.
Crying, okay?
I don't know. I suppose I don't know, I also feel like people stress themselves out by planning too much. And I think I'm just, there's probably a happy middle. Ugh, gray areas. Gross. Sometimes I wish I could just radicalize myself and exist in either black or white. Because gray is just so boring sometimes. But yeah, I'm sure, like, I feel like people stress themselves out too much by trying to keep to an itinerary too exactly, and they plan out so much for themselves, but by the time they get home, they're exhausted, which is supposed, or at least in my mind, the objective of a vacation is to relax and kick back and enjoy sights, I suppose. And if you come home and you're just fucking so tired that you just, all you want to do is like lay in your bed and just get some sleep, and then you wake up and you have to go to work the next day, it feels bad. It sounds bad. But I guess, waking up and going to work in and of itself feels bad. You don't need a prerequisite of having come home from a vacation to feel bad about going to work. We're very anti-work here. And by we're, I mean me, and by here, I mean right now.
That smell! What is it?
Is that a door? How long is this? What does this lead to? Does this lead to the... yeah, okay, that's been there forever. It's been there longer than I've been playing this game. It's a weird part. Everyone's, I'm just so stuck to my daily, or my paths in this game that there are still things that I just don't know are there because I just never go over there. I feel like I got most of this game down. I know where most everything is. Do you want to buy a new gun? Sure. Why not? I don't use this gun that often. And SWAT is not really a wrong choice for SWAT. Everything is good enough to the point where you don't really have to try that hard. Which I appreciate, because I'm not trying to try, I'm kind of scared that someone in my house is gonna catch me recording by myself. That's a weird thing to be afraid of, I guess. I have to leave my door open for my cat. That's very loud. I need to turn my game sounds. Bad touch, bad touch. You did not need to die, but that was your choice, don't you? Oh, I thought that was a trapper for a second. Okay. Yeah, the HK is pretty good. It's not bad. Any day. There you go. Shocks. Mostly secure. I stand there for like 5 minutes. This game definitely has some places where you can improve on. Absolutely. I think a lot of games. Well, I think every game is like that. Life's like that. Wow. So deep, Gabe.
It's dark in here.
But
careful.
Yeah, this isn't by no means a perfect game, nor do I think it is. But that doesn't mean you can't like it. I think a lot of places it could improve on. I would love to be able to take off different equipment on the guns themselves, like this reflex sight. I think it's a reflex sight. I don't know. There's probably someone would argue with me with what type of sight this is, holographic sight or something. It's not an ACOG. Anyway, I would like to be able to take it off. I don't like it. I think it obscures my view too much. It's, I think it's too bulky. Anyways. Oh, sick.
Careful. We've got a stalker creeping around.
Okay. The stairs was a bad choice. What the fuck? I hate it when they do that. Yeah, it's a stalker round. Here's 5 EDARs. Oh. Hey, that's actually really good. That's actually, you know what? What the fuck, what are you doing all the way up there?
Careful. We've got a stalker
Stop.
around.
Stop. Why are there so many EDARs? Ow.
Shooting them. One of those cloaked cows is here.
The EDARs are doing more damage to me than the stalkers. It's not true anymore. I have miscalculated the damage that the stalkers are doing to me. It's very annoying. I said stop.
You are so dead.
So you're all first. First try. Yep. I'm sure there's some Halo fans out there who's like, burst fire is actually the best. Angel. I don't think Angel actually likes burst fire.
Do you have a death wish?
I think that
If not,
the battle rifle is just so happens to be the best gun in Halo. A battle rifle? Assault rifle? No. DMR is okay. No, DMR is the single shot. The battle rifle, right? I don't know why I'm asking this. No one's gonna be like, yeah, Gabe, you're right. Don't worry, you named that gun from that game correctly.
T-minus 10 seconds until your death.
Ah, you guys know what I'm saying. I didn't buy armor. Did I have money to buy armor? I don't know. What?
Wave 10.
Actually, is this boss room?
I was trying to avoid
God.
interruptions.
Alright, guys. Who? See, like, this is gonna be a great demonstration of how bad I am at this game. Maybe not. Maybe I'm being self-deprecating, and that is not endearing. I think a lot of people, for some reason, want others to pity them. Which, you know, I guess it's like a sense like I just want people to understand me, you know? I totally get that. I have to explain myself a million times. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Ow, yeah, that was bad. That was a bad play. Bad play on my part.
I wish this still made me ill.
But I think there's a difference of people wanting to, please stop.
This is how science really
It's really not how science really works. I don't see doctors fucking zapping COVID into me. Maybe they are. Who knows?
electricity.
I don't tend to pander to that kind of audience.
Perhaps I'm too advanced
Back to my first trend. See, this is why I can't go to bed.
My
My brain is just bouncing all over the place. Yeah, so I think there's obviously a difference between people who just want to be pitied and people who want to be understood. But either way, I think going too far in either direction is bad. Obviously, you want to live once again in a gray area.
Where did you go?
Maybe I should just whine and complain more, huh? Maybe it'd be healthy for me. Maybe living in the black or white isn't so bad after all. Just don't worry about it. Just fuck around. Find out. Okay. Oh, she opened it. I actually have to reload, that's bad. Ooh, I was hoping I wouldn't ever have to reload in my entire life, actually.
Armor integrity failed.
Why don't you armor integrity these nuts?
While I disappear. As you can see, I have all the latest gadgets.
Oh, I was talking about something probably profound. Or not necessarily profound, but serious in a way.
There's a cloak
And then I just said armor
My boots?
integrity's nuts. Wow. Real Plato, this guy. More like Diogenes.
Perhaps I misplaced it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh no. Oh,
You could call this occupational noise exposure.
I actually get occupational noise exposure.
Limited, just like my patience. Do not
That was weird.
test me.
I was killing for everyone. You good?
I wish this still made me ill.
Wait, hey, I made it through. See? If I revert back to the conversation, the topic I was talking about 3 topics ago. Self-pity? Ain't got shit. I totally rocked that round, without armor. Look at how good I am at this game. I'm so good at this game. Yeah, I'll probably stop this video at wave 15 if I don't die before then. You know, to be honest, wave 15 sounds like a good place to die. I would be fine if I died on wave 15, especially if I got like matriarch again. If I got like King Fleshbound, I would be a little upset if I died. I think King Fleshbound for me, specifically, is the easiest one to do. I know Preston has a problem with it. Oops. Speaking of Preston. The crawler, because crawlers like him, not for any other reason. Maybe that's what I should. Maybe I should, for the next one, I should just talk to Angel. I should just pretend like I'm talking to Angel or Brian or Preston. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I really don't want to be up there when that happens. I don't feel like being down here either now that I think about it. That siren really... she's not really gonna anymore. You stop. Go stuck. Oh my god, I'm just being put through the blender. It is the Centennial of the Blender Year, I must add. I'm legally obligated to add the fact that blenders were invented in 1922. Oh. It's a dangerous set of corridors to walk through. There's a Scrake somewhere. No, that's not a Scrake, that's a Quarter Pounder, okay. Yes, oh, there's a Scrake somewhere, gosh darn it. Should I go down? I don't think, the stairs usually kill me. I'll deal with you later, buddy. I do have, like, a thing. What does this thing do again? Oh. Yeah, I remember now. That would have been helpful. I have no excuse. Actually, I do. I have one excuse. SWAT got a stunner somewhat recently. It's just in AA-12 HRG gun, and I think it's alternative fire stuns its enemies. Wow. And I guess I just thought that this was what that, or yeah, this is the stunner. So I was expecting to shoot that Scrake with a stun shot or whatever they call it, the alternative fire stunner, and nope, it's like turning on a flashlight, opening an umbrella, that sort of thing. You guys think? You guys? Yeah, I'm talking to the Ganon board. I'm talking to Preston and Brian. Alright? I'm not a cringy YouTuber asking my fans what they think on a topic. Alright? So, stop thinking that. Angel. I'm not crazy, I swear. You think that would protect you from the rain? You think this would make it a good umbrella? You know, to be honest, as guns go, this is probably one of the better umbrellas. You know? Like, trying to use a Glock as an umbrella? Forget it. Awful umbrella. Okay. I have a problem with that. Actually, in the killing floor lore? These guys aren't zombies?
Oh,
I don't
love my
believe
guns.
they're reanimated. I could be wrong on this. I'm fairly certain they're just clones of monsters. I mean, I guess the stay dead monster doesn't mean that they can be reanimated. I guess I would just want everyone to stay dead, I guess. So, you know, maybe Anna knows best. Which, to be honest, I mean, come on. Of course she does. I'll shut up now. Just for a minute. Hang on. I'll have like a minute of silence. For my impudence. No, I'm not through it yet, buddy. Oh, that's a flashbound. Thank you. I was gonna comment about how much that siren needed to die because, wow. Okay, good. Sounds like someone angry? Someone mauling?
Sometimes I wish I was a cat.
No bitches? You definitely have no bitches. I almost watched my supervisor die today. That was scary. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but one of the newer guys just made a simple mistake and just totally almost murdered my supervisor. I guess it would be manslaughter. To be fair, my supervisor was kind of being a little mean to him for a little. Well, not mean. Harsh, I would say. He has his ways. I think people make judgments of other people too quickly. Like, for my manager, for instance, or my supervisor, rather. He'll yell at you. He'll, like, literally, he will yell at you. I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of noise in my job, so yelling is usually necessary. But like, yeah, he'll say like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And he'll scream it and be like, I need you to do this, go do this, and a lot of sass in his voice. He's like yelling at you, you know? This thing hasn't been in forever. And love the skin. Anyways, yeah, and so I think to the, you know, to most people, they just don't like him because they think he's being much. They think he's being rude, which, you know, to some he is being rude. But like, if you get past that and just like, yeah, he's rude sometimes, but he's doing it. He has his reasons for being rude, and he usually doesn't mean it like that. And I guess with this mindset, you could really take some abuse, but if you take it with a grain of salt, you know, you don't do it all the time, constantly, always. There are obviously some assholes out there, and you shouldn't take shit from everyone. But like, if, like I said, he yells at you because you're doing something wrong, and that's the best way he has to get it across. Is it, you know, the nicest thing to do ever? No. Is it effective? Absolutely. Could he be better about it? Yeah. But I think a lot of people just don't like the guy for this specific reason. Just because he can be a little grumpy sometimes when he wants to be. But usually if you stick around to like right after you stop doing the thing he doesn't want you to do anymore, he's fine. He doesn't hold grudges per se. I mean, he does, but not for silly things like that. Like, if you're not doing exactly what he wants you to do and you correct it, then yeah, he's like, cool, great. Glad we got that taken care of. And so yeah, I think there's a lot of people who just work differently, you know?
Someone had a bad time here. Or a very good one.
And like, I had a customer, and like I said, there's a lot of yelling at my job because it's a very noisy job. And so sometimes customers, they yell at me and it's hard to tell if they're angry at me or if they're yelling because it's just really noisy. And so this one guy that I'm taking care of, he has this really thick kind of, I want to call it a Boston accent. I know he's not from Boston, but he's talking like a wise guy, you know, he's like, hey, you know, get the fuck out of here, sort of thing. And anyways, he had a very particular way about things. He was like, hey, this is what I fucking want to happen, just leave that shit there, don't touch that shit.
I wish this still made
And
me
at first I was like, damn, like, alright, geez, sorry, I'll fucking piss off. But, I just kind of, you know, I didn't say anything, I didn't make any weird sort of gestures or like, I didn't act offended. I just kind of carried on what I was doing, put the bags there, alright, fine. Okay, moved on. And, the more I just kind of hung around this customer, the more and more I figured out that he just cusses a lot. He just talks like that. He gave me a cake afterwards. It was a king's cake. So they had like a little baby Jesus in it. And he, you know, he explained to me, a Mexican man, 21-year-old man, what a king's cake was. Which I assume is what women feel like when they get mansplained things. Anyways, but he was like, yeah, you know what this shit is? This is a fucking king's cake, alright? So you, as a little baby Jesus, don't eat it, because you'll choke and die. Love this, man. But yeah, he explained it, he was like, yeah, whoever gets the king, drinks all around for that guy, paid by, you know, whoever didn't get the king. Oh, this is bad, this is it, boys. Oh, no, it's not, okay. By the divine instance of God, I have survived. Yeah, so that guy is really nice. He just cusses. That's just how he is. He's not being mean in his idea of the word. It's just how he is. Now there are some people who are just mean. That's how they are. They are just mean. And there are certain degrees of mean that people can tolerate, you know, like there are a lot of friends who talk shit to each other and put each other down, but that's how they do. And you know, that doesn't always work. For, you know, it's not a universal sort of thing you can do. You can't, you know, call everyone names. You can only call your friends names, and you do that because you know your friends can take it. Your friends are into that sort of communication. Anyways, I think people judge people too hard. Crazy Gabe. Glad you spent 10 minutes talking about that. Oh, that really gunked up the works, didn't it? Alright, buddy. That's a really satisfying noise. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, he was getting close there. You know, I could back up as I'm shooting. That would be the smart thing to do. But it's way cooler when you just stand there and wait for them to come to you. And you're just like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. He's gonna die before he gets to me. And then he gets a little closer and you're like, maybe I should have backed up. No, it's almost level 15, boys. You know what? I'm a man of my words. I'm stopping after level 15, no matter what happens. Okay, how about this? How about instead, get to level 15. And then I'll only use my knife. We do this every now and then in the Ganon board, if we just want a game to end. The next round, everyone just uses their knife, and let's see how long they can survive. A couple times we actually have survived the rounds, which is really funny, especially on the earlier waves. What's that? Oh, that's... I've never looked up there before. See what I mean about this fucking shit that you don't notice? I've been playing this game for a long time. Hey, wow. Oh, dreams really do come true, right? if I die here, hey, you remember that? You remember when I was like, man, you know, it'd be really embarrassing if I died to King Fleshbone. Ask and you shall receive. There is a God, and he is a cruel one. Ow! Alright. Smart guy. Oh. Alright, fine, block your face. I didn't like it anyway.
My boots, your face.
Ow. Going back to the topic 10 topics ago, I think SWAT should be able to give out armor. You can give out health, you can give out ammo, and you can give out grenades, but there's not a single class in the game that gives out armor, despite the fact that it is one of the key components of this game. And SWAT gets so much of it, and surely he has some armor plates to spare. He's like a SWAT member, like, yeah, where's all of his SWAT buddies, huh? They're all probably dead. They don't need their body armor. Give them to your actual buddies right now. Are you gonna laser me? There you go. Oh, again? What the fuck? I don't think... Oh, 3 times in a row? Without charging? Damn, I don't know if they had changed his AI. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me. Maybe it's because he didn't hit me. Like, you know how he won't... Yeah, he won't stop charging until he hits you? Oh, yeah. Damn. Oh, yeah, beat him up, dude. Did you already kill that guy? Ooh. Okay, don't die here, Gabe. And I got level 22. And I get the satisfaction of a non-fulfilling prophecy. How nice. I feel so bad for you, my guy. It just looks uncomfortable. You don't look very comfortable at all. No sense in cutting armor, I guess.
Lovely.
Alright, boys. The end draws near. This knife always looked kind of short to me. I feel like its tip shouldn't be as tapered as it is. It should be pointier. No, that's just my opinion. Oh yeah. I hope you guys are ready for some sick. Watch this. Ooh, get destroyed. Wait, can we talk about this? Hey, no, you don't get to kill me, you asshole. Oh, alright. I guess I should try hitting the sack again, huh?